Welcome back to the league that means nothing on Go Again Gaming.
Welcome back to Go Again Gaming, and welcome back to the League That Means Nothing 4. We're here in round 3, and I've brought a special guest on for this one, as I don't really know how to Guardian. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey everyone, my name is Pat. I am a long-standing Guardian and also Brute player. Sorry, not Brute, Leviathan player. Yes, sitting down for this game, seeing Bravo against Verdance makes me makes me a little sad inside.
Yeah.
Not because Bravo's here, but because it's against Verdance.
Yeah, Pat, I know we know each other through Team Tryshot, and you are known for playing Wizard and Leviathan and wishing you could still play Bravo. So who do you think really has the edge in this matchup?
Think I know that Verdance has the edge. Even though new leaving means that Guardians can now play real blues again, and they have access to things like Rouse the Ancients again. Ultimately, Earth heroes are just so defensive that even through all of the aggression that Bravo can put together, right? Whether we have a playset of Rouse, a playset of Zealous Beltings, a playset of E-Strikes, the odds that there's enough damage fast enough to stop Verdance from setting up is it's not zero, but it's not high.
Right. Well, with that commiserations out of the way to all you Bravo players, all you Guardian players out there. I'm sure we're going to see the obligatory AB3 and Prey, but the only way to find out is by going over to the gameplay.
This game, A League That Means Nothing, is brought to you by FLUKE the premier international source for all Flesh and Blood singles and rip and ship box breaks, with super competitive shipping prices as well, all of which is priced in your local currency on the website for your convenience. Head over to flukeandbox.com and make sure you go and subscribe to Fluke and Box on YouTube as well. Exclusive to the League That Means Nothing, we also have a discount code. That's TLTMN for 15% off your order on flukeandbox.com. That's one use per customer, so make sure you use it. That's discount code TLTMN for 15% off your order on flukeandbox.com. Have a good day, mate. Wallabies!
Okay, so we see Bravo has indeed brought the ceremonial arcane barrier, because as we know in playing into Wizards, it really doesn't matter all that much. And Verdance immediately with a healing potion. So, Pat, what do you say the over-under is on Verdant's life total when Bravo dies?
Ooh, you know what? With AB3, I'm gonna tell you, I think it's about 20. I think 20 is a good over-under point.
Ooh, look at that. Seismic Surge, hammer for 6. Let's go.
You know what? It's comfy. One of my favorite things about playing Bravo is just the constant hammer for 6. Hammer for 6. It's so nice. It's so comfy.
Yeah.
I do want to say, into like Verdance in particular, you know, she's got her pulsing ethers, but you can realistically go down another piece of AB just because you're only really looking at.
Cutting you off here. We've just heaved a pulverize. And Verdance responded by playing
into a second healing potion. Yeah, sure, of course, great.
Maybe Verdance will take an amount of damage this game.
But no, you because Verdance only has those 3 big spells, and she's probably also on Burn Bear now. But you don't have that many spells to worry about before she goes to kill you. So you can realistically bring another piece of blocking equipment. Whether it's, oh, come on, man.
And then Verdance has covered 14.
Yes. Has covered 14 off 4 cards. With just another Arsenal watch. It's gonna be the Ponamo Amulet or
oh no, it's Ring of Roses.
Even better. But this is one of those things where Verdance deals a lot of damage in single point increments.
Yeah.
So AB1 goes a lot further against Verdance than it does against many other wizards.
Yeah. But this has just been. What if Verdance drew every card she wanted? All she needs now is the Decompose and a couple of Rampant Growths. Don't even need the Decompose, really.
Yeah, I mean we're still looking for two more, the other two healing
Oh yeah, the stone, the amulet that came in um what's it called?
potions. And
Pisces.
ideally you want Pisces. Yeah. So you're looking for the third healing pot and the Ponama amulet. And ideally you want to send like a small rampant growth combo just because Bravo's going to give you a lot of time. Um,
Well,
so
no,
that
this Bravo's playing auras, baby. Embolden.
okay. It's a lot of damage, but um, Verdance has plenty of D reacts, and
Also,
so it's going to be. And that new promising terrain. I do like seeing the promising terrain come out. Speaking of, I just had my promising terrains. Do you remember the text on that card?
I do not. I don't read Guardian cards. I don't read cards for unplayable classes.
Okay, well, for what it's worth, most Guardian cards are blue and they block 3, and that's all you need to know.
That's all I know. Oh, here's our first decompose of the game as well as a felling of the ground.
Little baby felling. Obviously, you never want to send that little baby felling as your first decompose, but against Guardian, physical damage is not how this game is ending.
And like it's not like Bravo is able to convert 4-card hands, 5-card hands most of the time anyway.
Yeah. Although, hey, you never know. He could actually pretend he has a hero ability for once. Nope. Just sending a Thunderquake for, what is that, 16? I forget how much Embolden buffs.
These are all cards that you have not read since Tales of Aria came out, and people went, they don't go on Bravo.
I actually registered. I registered Embolden during RTN season because I played CYB Bravo.
Oh, because you're a sicko.
But it was a blue Embolden, and again, it was just there because if New banished it, I didn't care, and it was blue and it blocked 3.
Yeah, you could take this blue. I don't care. What are you gonna do with it?
Yeah.
If you're just wishing you could tear us under.
Oh my god. Actually,
the amount of Guardians I've seen lose to tear asunder their own attacks into them.
Well, yeah, but if Terra Sunder, if you don't have Guardian blue, like Guardian attack blues, you actually run Terra Sunder and it's fine because then you just Terra Sunder your hammer.
And here we come, Verdance, E-Strike 5. I'm going to go on a limb and assume, yeah, go again. 2 cards in hand, card in arsenal.
And we saw that giant Thunderquake just get blocked with the chess piece. Which tells you that
decompose.
Yep.
Oh, no, maybe not. We don't have the actions unless you close the combat chain, right?
Yeah, and
Verdance in their haste forgot to close the combat chain.
One of the things that amused me, and I think some other parts of the Levia community, was watching Earth players learn the lessons that us Levia players learned about, like when to close the combat chain, how to properly manage cards in graveyard, stuff like that. It is definitely a unique skill in Flesh and Blood. Thinking about, what do I have to do with this?
And here we have 9 blocked on a Thunderquake, dealing 1 point of damage. Getting close to that 20 life threshold that you said Verdance might.
I might lose this bet.
But it looks like, we're just moving the Ring of Roses aside so we can play our 3rd healing potion.
I'm not shocked. As Verdance, you can expect. Ooh, there we go. There's a Crippling Crush with
literally the reason to play this hero.
Yes, but of note, there were 3 blues pitched. Crippling Crush only costs 7, so we have 2 resources floating and a card in hand.
It looks like we have a big old piece of metal on that Crippling Crush saying "Dominate."
Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
I personally prefer the idea of pummeling a Crippling Crush.
Yeah, I will say that dominated crippling crush. Oh, okay. Dominated
And
crippling crush is simultaneous the highest high and the lowest low.
yeah, the
So
amount of times I've played aggro decks into it and looked at my hand and went, I guess I'll take 11 and figure it out afterwards.
oh, see, that's what the Bravo player wants you to do. So interestingly enough here, Verdance, I guess Verdance hand
What?
didn't really convert. Oh,
Oh, there.
didn't really convert a
What was
lot.
that? Sorry,
Um,
Pat. I didn't hear you over your disgust at the fourth healing potion hitting the stack.
yeah. So I do like what Verdance did there, where they had two fruits of the force in hand, and
Yeah.
so instead of just saying, oh, maybe I'll find something, they recognized that their hand didn't really do a lot, so they just gain the 4 life off the fruits of the forest, which enables them, which allows them to
Shoot.
decompose, because now they have more earth cards. And speaking of,
Oh,
here's the second felling of the crown,
gaining 2 more
gaining
life
2
as
more
well.
life. Yep. Um, and then just allowing that Summer's Fall to get eaten by the Crippling Crush. And listen, I'm a little disgusted by the amulets. They certainly had them in the first half of the deck. But even so, like you don't expect this game to end too quickly. You know they're gonna find them. It's
Yeah.
just the speed at which they've found them is a little frustrating.
Yeah. And with Bravo at 23, it's not going to take a whole lot of rampant growth to close this one out.
No, let's see. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So we can amp for 20 with just a double rampant growth hand.
Oh, but look, you've got to say Tom Barnaby Pass, man of culture, Macho Grande Red.
Yeah, you gotta end the game somehow, you know.
Got to get him dead.
Plus, here's the thing: it saves you 2 resources, right? As opposed to having to pay 2 resources for Bravo's hero ability, you can just play the Macho Grande, and it just has dominate.
Here, Baby Surgeon Aethertide, dealing a point of damage, and just Burn Bear for 7.
That is the Surgeon Aethertide mind game, right? Because your opponent can Surgeon Aethertide, it has go again. You don't know if they're going to follow it up with an arcane spell or with a physical attack or just Arsenal Pass, right? So committing a card to a B that Surgeon Aethertide, it might not be worth it. You might just get juked,
Do you know what's really funny? I've just been thinking, I haven't said it out. These two are clearly playing in person
Yes. Yeah,
because the cards
I
are
noticed.
crossing over that little yellow line in the middle.
Yeah, I noticed pretty early on when the Anathos got pushed forward and you saw the top half of the
It was
of the
still
slab, and I
graded.
was like, huh. They either have 2 graded 9.5 graded Anathos, or they're playing in person.
Yeah. So it looks like Verdance is getting starstruck here. I'm sure they're
I'm
very
sure Verdant
scared of that
cares
effect.
so much. Yes, I'm sure it really bugs them.
Obviously, Crush
Um,
effect is you can't play anything. Now, having taken 7 damage, can't play anything with 7 power or
or
less than
less.
7 power.
No. 7 power
7
or
or
less.
less.
Yeah. It can only have power greater than the damage you took from Crush.
Yeah. How's that affect arcane damage, Pat?
So interestingly enough, Tom is at 15, which
Yes.
means that that 20 damage on the double rampant growth is just lethal. As soon as
Just off of
David
Verdance trigger.
finds, yeah, or honestly, not even just Aethertide. You don't have to do any of those tricky shenanigans.
Nope. Here we go. Macho Grande.
This is relevant. This is actually very relevant. If David does not have a D-react,
Which
okay,
he
David has a
does.
D-react.
Of course, always has to have it. David has had everything this game, really.
Well, it's interesting. It's interesting that we saw 2 sync blows, but this is the first Rootbound Carapace we've seen.
True.
So you can expect him to have it. going to 1 is a little scary against Bravo,
Yeah.
but again, the game could just be over here.
Yeah.
If
True.
you have 2 rampant growths, or you have a rampant growth and 2 blues in hand, actually you don't even need it because you established the EPOT last turn. So if you have a rampant growth and a blue, this
Looks like we
game
don't have that.
is over. Yes, we
But
don't. Yeah.
Tom is pitching for this Surgent Ether Tide,
Yep.
recognizing that this is very important. Life totals in this game probably starting to matter just a little bit.
I don't know about that, because like the double rampant growth combo is 19 amp, right? Even if it's a
Okay.
rampant growth and then you
Speaking of,
let the
we're
rampant growth
cracking
resolve.
Okay. Gain 4.
So this isn't a combo, I don't think.
No.
This is I need to stay alive.
That's not bad though. Plow under.
Yeah.
Just send 6. Now that your Bravo opponent is at 3 cards in hand. Yeah, Arsenal to the bottom. Now, at the same time, with Bravo at such a low life total, you probably don't need the full stack of healing to win the game, to combo off.
No, not at all. So getting that value there.
Here we go. Sad Hammer for 4.
Listen, it's still 80% of David's and David says no blocks. That says to me, Tom is dead. That's what that says.
The amount of times I've played against a wizard, not just Verdance, but any wizard, and they just go, no blocks. I'm like, oh.
Cool.
Oh no. This is how the game ends. I can see it happening. Yeah, 2 life. 2 life.
2, 4.
So we're currently at 4 life gained.
Yep.
And have access to Plume of Evergrowth as well if we wanted. So
Plume would get back the right now it only gets back
have our first
there it is. Yep.
life rampant growth. So we're going to prevent the Verdance trigger.
Yep.
So we've prevented the Verdance trigger
5
so
life
far. Yep. Amp 5.
And it is important here to prevent the Verdance trigger, because if you take that point of damage, Ring of Roses will trigger, gaining another life.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we have a big Surgent Ether Tide into a burn pair.
That's right. You're going to gain another 1, deal another 1. Although I think they missed the trigger.
Possibly. And again, if that's a blue gone to Arsenal, the Plume of Evergrowth would have been lethal. So I assume it's not a blue.
It can't have been a blue. I would assume that if you're sitting down from a Verdance, they know that they can just convert that into. Oh
yeah, but here we have Bravo with no cards in hand. As Tom reaches across the internet, crossing that yellow barrier and picking up the graveyard. We're really like getting some behind the scenes here, where it's just this hasn't been a webcam league all along. How comfy are you as Bravo looking at Storm Striders with no cards in hand?
Not particularly, but it's
here
also
we go.
Okay, never mind. There we go. Yep, that's it. Yep. So that's gain 2. Now, don't forget that on your opponent's turn,
you don't get the Verdance trigger.
You don't get Verdance triggers, correct?
But you do get the Ring of Roses trigger,
and you do get the Mind Warp. Yes, that was 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that was 6 damage coming through on that final Mind Warp.
Yeah, it started off like, again, this is the thing. Much like Illusionists in Flesh and Blood, when it comes to wizards, they're dead when they're dead and never before. Storm Striders allows you to have an extra turn.
Yeah, and especially against Verdance, right? Who just has so much extra life in their deck. That it's just really hard to get that final point of damage.
Yeah. Congratulations to David on another win in the league that means nothing, and obviously commiserations to Tom. It's not really when you're Bravo, when you're bringing Bravo to an event, even an event that's the league that means nothing. You kind of don't want to see a wizard.
Yeah.
You're making that bet. You're like, I don't want to see wizards. I don't want to see board states. I just want to hit them with my hammer for 6.
You know, it's not Prism isn't the worst in terms of board states because sometimes you just kill them.
32 isn't a lot of
but
life.
it is not. And you have a lot of poppers. Although if you're on Aura, I think you're gonna have fewer poppers.
Yeah, but an interesting Bravo deck, and I think Tom taking the only game plan that is possible for Bravo in this matchup, which is go, just
Yep.
punch him.
Yep, kill him dead as fast as possible. You know, the crippling crush actually hitting there is pretty big, and that's why I talked about being the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, because it feels so good when you send a dominating crippling crush and then your opponent blocks 8 and you just feel like garbage. You're like, why did I register this deck? Why did I register this card? It's not doing anything.
Now, Pat, you play Kano, you play Levia, you've played Bravo. How familiar are you with that feeling? Now I'm just roasting you on YouTube.
Yeah.
This is great.
No. Listen, I brought Levia to US Nats last year. That did not go well. I have felt that feeling and I understand it, but it's I think it's
I hope you're supporting any Levia bringers to the league that means nothing, because there's quite a few usually over the couple of years. So now with that game in the bag, there's not much left to say other than if you like the video, if you like Pat, we'll bring him back on. Make sure you like the video, let us know, comment down below, tell Az what a great job he does, because he works so hard on this league, and I would love to see him get one of those creator grants going forward from LSS. So make sure you subscribe to Go Again Gaming so you get all of the league that means nothing notifications about any videos that come out, and they're coming out thick and fast. There's so many games going up, as is worked to the bone editing them. I have been Ian Holland, voice of the league, have been for 3 seasons now, and you can find me on Blue Sky at findlespirit.bsky.social. And Pat, is there anywhere people can find you or keep an eye out for you?
I only have a YouTube channel. It is Heretics. That's going to be HERETICK. Pretty much exclusively post Levia content, but if you're interested in Levia content, you can find a bunch of it there.
Cool. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on, and hopefully we'll get you back. Anyway, we'll see you in the next one.